Live from the Titans Soccer Complex on Eastern Florida's Melbourne campus, it's the 2015 NJCAA Division I Women's Soccer Championship Game 12, with the 8th-seeded Pima Aztecs battling the number 1 seed Eastern Florida State College Titans next. The lights are on at the Titans Soccer Complex for our final game of Day 3, Game 12 of the tournament. The winner headed to Friday's semifinal matchup. Hello and welcome into the broadcast. Thanks for joining us here on NJCAA TV. I'm Nick Grunowitz. Our coverage of the NJCAA Women's Soccer Championship continues with the top overall seed Eastern Florida State College Titans taking on the 8th-seeded Pima Aztecs. This is Pool A play. Both these teams 1-0 after wins over Spartanburg Methodist. The winner will advance. Eastern Florida looking to stay perfect at 15-0. Pima hoping to send the host team home early. Let's check out our player spotlight. Daniela Sanchez allowed just 1 goal, had 3 saves in that win over Spartanburg Methodist. She has a tough test in front of her with this high-octane Titans offense. For Eastern Florida, half of the dynamic duo of those Spaniards. Julia Hernandez this season, 24 goals after a pair against Spartanburg Methodist with 12 assists, has a goal in 11 straight games. That streak dates back to September 18th. She had quite a night in that win over Spartanburg Methodist, a 7-0 victory. Here's the starting 11s for both teams. You mentioned Paula Astirazaran, a hat-trick in that win on Monday. The coaches for both of these teams, for Pima, Kendra Valise in her 15th season, 186 wins at the helm of the Aztecs. Jeff Carr on your right, in his 6th season, 72 wins, the most ever of a women's soccer coach at Eastern Florida State. The referees, Brian Bauer, Jasmine Peralta, and Ronnie Cowan will call things for these two teams. Our final game of the day, 8th-seeded Pima, top-seeded Eastern Florida State College. Should be an entertaining one here as the weather has cooperated with us all day. It rained just before the start of Game 1 around 10 a.m. this morning. About 20 minutes before that one kicked off, the skies kind of cleared up, and it's held off all day. It's just been a beautiful 3 days of soccer out here off the east coast of the Sunshine State. Eastern Florida on its way out onto the pitch. Pima already there waiting. The Aztecs will play in dark blue or black. We'll call them black jerseys with black shorts, high black socks as well. The Aztecs, Pima in white across the front of that jersey. And white numbers, Eastern Florida State in their usual home white unis with blue shorts, white trim, and high white socks. Pima will get the first touch. They'll move from left to right across your screen, right to left. Will go the Titans, coming in at 15-0, looking to continue this perfect season. Pima looking to play spoiler and send this host team to the stands to watch the final 2 days of the tournament. First touch underway. And here we go for both of these teams. The Aztecs and the Titans win the semifinals on Friday. It would complete our field of 4. Already waiting. We'll tell you about the field in just a few moments as Eastern Florida controls. Ball sent back to Steph Badetis. Eastern Florida sends it up here. Khadijah Shaw, they call her Bunny, sends it to the middle of the pitch. Pima controls, however. Aztecs on the quick attack here. Eastern Florida able to interrupt it, and it's sent to the far side. Titans got off to a quick start in their game against Spartanburg Methodist on Monday. That was our final game on Monday. Julia Hernandez goes down and a foul called. This goes against the Titans. A 7-0 win. Hernandez, a pair of goals in that one. Near side, this is Brianna Camargo, team leader in assists. Ball sent ahead. And Steph Badetis comes out to make the play. The 5'10 freshman from Phoenix, Arizona. Grew up right down the road from this Pima program that's located in Tucson. Elected to come out and play for Jeff Carr. They put together quite a team here in Melbourne this season. Long ball coming out, Barreras. She knocks this one away but stumbles. And they'll call a foul here. Barreras tripped up. She's hobbling a bit. A dangerous play there for Steph as she came out. Barreras looks to be all right. Let's take another look at this one. The ball played ahead, and out there, Callan Shelton, who had a pair of goals in the win over Spartanburg Methodist for Pima, collided with the goalkeeper. Here come the Titans. Shaw. Brianna Camargo leaves it back. This ball knocked out on the near side, last touched by Eastern Florida State. That off the foot of Cordick. She has it now. Brianna Camargo has it raked away. And here come the Aztecs. Shelton. Moving to the right. A little bit of room. Cordick blanketing her. This ball centered in. And it's picked up by Paredes. A little more pressure there from Pima early on. The Aztecs are the aggressors here. But Steph Barreras making a couple of plays. That was Aguirre that came in and pressured Barreras. So already, Steph Barreras needed to be active. She didn't even see the soccer ball until the second half of last game. Here's Shelton again, her shot. This one wide to the right. And Pima already a couple of looks here. As I mentioned, Shelton had a pair of goals in the win over Spartanburg Methodist. This Aztecs team a 3-1 win in that contest. Devin Hunley had the other goal. They were aggressive in that game. Outshot Spartanburg Methodist 18-5. Sent ahead. At midfield, Pima sends it back. Middle of the pitch. Shaw. One touch sent towards Camargo. That one off the foot of Paula Astira-Zaran. And the Aztecs will toss it in. This is Alyssa O'Connell. Looking for Maria Mata. Couldn't find her. Titans still looking for their first shot on goal. Ahead. That off the left foot of Astira-Zaran. Redirected and controlled by Pima up the far sideline. Abby Camargo breaking that one up, but the Aztecs regain once again. And Devin Hunley slides that one out of bounds. It goes back to Eastern Florida State on the throw-in. They'll keep possession after that last redirect. Titans are 15-0. Jeff Carr many times has mentioned that the focus has always been on Saturday's championship game. This team has always had the goal of playing in that game. They're just 2 wins away from meeting that goal, 3 away from winning it all. As for Kendra Valiz, in her 15th year with this Aztecs team, looking to get back into the semifinal. For the first time in quite some time, this Pima team finished 3rd in 2007 in this tournament. That 8 years ago. It's been quite a little while for the Aztecs. Here's Hunley again, sent ahead. Eastern Florida will play it back to Steph Barreras. Keep an eye on Steph. She's has a proclivity to come play well out from out in front of the goal. It's a blessing and a curse. Sometimes she's there to make a play you normally wouldn't see. Other times, well, it can get her into trouble. Under 39 minutes to go. Both these teams getting a feel for each other. 6 minutes gone by. Brianna Camargo on the attack. Leads the team in assists. Weaving her way in. Has it knocked away. Bunny Shaw knocks it off. Astita Zaran regains. Abby Camargo, they find Shaw. This one broken up by Pima. Hunley. Still looking. Will knock it back to the far side of the field. Powered ahead, Eastern Florida retakes control. This is Brianna Camargo. Back to Barreras. Hunley running at her. O'Connell, the header, played back. Eastern Florida pressing. This one out of bounds. Abby Camargo to toss it in quickly. Eastern Florida doesn't waste much time. Give and go to Astita Zaran. This one knocked away. Back out on top. One touch. Paula looking, firing. That one blocked away. Pima got a foot on it. That was Sierra Harita. Ball left ahead. Long run out there for Eastern Florida. Good move. Upended. Near the end line. Going down for Eastern Florida State. Is Audrey Bone. And a good chance here for the Titans. See who will line this one up. Paula Astita Zaran will line this up. Had a 3-goal game against Spartanburg Methodist. Near the touchline, just outside of the box on the right. Here she goes. Swinger in. Shaw tried the header, missed it. It's out the touchline, and it'll be a goal kick for Pima. Daniela Sanchez will do it, the freshman from Tucson, Arizona. Sanchez allowed a goal in that game against Spartanburg Methodist. Also had 3 saves. Aztecs play it to the near side. O'Connell. This is Mata. And out the near side. Let's go back to that last opportunity for Florida State College. Astita Zaran centers this, and you see Shaw coming up there. Just missed it. And behind her, Julia Hernandez was expecting for Bunny Shaw to be able to steer that one in or at least make contact. The ball bounced out the touchline. Jay Bales goes down. Now a scrum for it. No call. Pima controls. This ball long, coming to the near side. Shelton, is she onside? Yes. The near sideline. Shelton will send this ball in, got under it a bit. And Shelton unable to put enough of a charge into that one. Steph Barreras will toss it in. This ball well out of bounds. 10 minutes gone by, a scoreless affair. Pima and Eastern Florida winner, that is, to the semifinals on Friday. Here's Mata. Long ball. Barreras coming out. Here's a lofting ball. This one towards the back of the net, and it is too strong. You mentioned Barreras wanting to come out of the net. That time, she almost got beat on a lofting ball. Perhaps Barreras thought that she was offsides. That was Aguirre. We'll take one more look at it. That a dangerous moment for Eastern Florida on a ball played in. And it's off the foot of Destiny Jones make that. Just a little bit too strong. Here comes Eastern Florida State. Titans on the attack. A little bit of a hold there. Some jersey tugging. Eastern Florida will start quickly. Back out. Titans control. Jay Bales misplayed it for a moment. Gave Mata enough time to try to run it down. Brianna Camargo able to regain for the Titans. Middle of the pitch. Sent over looking for Abby Camargo. She couldn't get to it. A lot of intensity in this one early. You can feel it. One touch to Bales. Looking for Shaw. Bunny there. Her shot. A liner. Jumped on it by Daniela Sanchez. Shaw's got a big leg. She had a goal in that win over Spartanburg Methodist, the Jamaican product. Got to keep an eye on her anytime she touches the ball. Doesn't matter where on the pitch. Titans will play it over to Barreras. She'll change the point of attack to the far side. Looking long. This one an opportunity for the Titans. Here's Hernandez. Nice cut back. Her shot. That finds the back of the net. 1-0 Titans. Julia Hernandez, her third goal of the tournament. And the Spaniard has given the host team an early lead.
Eastern Florida State gets on the board from a goal from Julia Hernandez.
25th goal of the year. Hernandez finds herself in open space. Nice little cutback there and beats Sanchez. Goes top shelf right over the top of the goalkeeper. 12 straight games now for Julia Hernandez. She has at least a goal. That streak dates back to September 18th. Don't know if you've checked your calendar recently. It's November 18th. It's been 2 months since then. The Madrid, Spain native playing some great soccer as of late. 25 on the year for Julia. Pima looking to answer. Knocked away by Shaw. Some numbers here for Eastern Florida. Hernandez has it clang off the back of her sneaker. And Pima able to send it back into the corner. Let's take another look at this beautiful goal. Hernandez. Just a little cutback here. Watches the defender go by. And at that point, Daniela Sanchez has little chance to make a play. Shelton had it for a moment, played back to the near side. Cordick. Shaw. Jay Bales with it to Astida Zaran. Cordick falling to the turf. This ball loose. Knocked ahead. Devin Hundley going to try to make a run with it at midfield. Trying to get something to develop. This one for Shelton. To the right. A little bit of a run. Shelton will stop. Looking to collect. Trying to find some help. Looking to the middle of the pitch, and it's broken up by Jay Bales. Here comes Astida Zaran. Titans looking to add to their lead. It's 1-0 after the Hernandez goal. This shot long and well wide. So the goal for Julia Hernandez gives her 25 on the year. She trails just Paula Astida Zaran, who has 28 after 3 against Spartanburg Methodist. Here's a foul against Hernandez. It'll give the ball to Pima. These two pacing each other on the scoreboard this season. The 28 from Astida Zaran, a school record. She continues to set it. Titans are hoping she has another 2 games after this to continue to notch the mark. Long ball again. They're looking for Hernandez. Can't find her. That'll roll out the far sideline. Toss in for Pima. Ball sitting on that far sideline. The Aztecs able to regain. This is Ukardis. Header out of bounds, and Aguirre will toss it back in again. Looking long. Pima trying to find a way to get the ball to their goal scorers. Shelton and Hunley haven't been able to do it yet. Ball played back up the middle. Speaking of Shelton, she had one touch there, then knocked off the ball. Brianna Camargo. This is Julia Hernandez. Left of the box, trying to cut back up. Almost was able to rake it around the defender. Here's Kordic.
Look, Helen.
Barreras, her kick will go out the near side. Some pressure applied by Devin Hunley of Pima on that last kick away. Toss in. They're looking for Hunley. She finds it at the top of the box, looking to send it in. This ball denied by Eastern Florida. Brianna Camargo sends to the far side. To her sister Abby Camargo. Looking ahead. Julia Hernandez there again. They couldn't quite find it to her. Pima directs that one out of bounds. Brandy Park trying to slow this Titans attack. Ball into the box. Headed out by Pima. Khadijah Shaw will go get it. Tries to cross, it's denied once. Bunny looking to hop by the defender here. Gets a nice little step to the top. She goes down. No call, play on, they say. Jay Bales upended as well, no call. This ball is going to be sent back ahead. And Eastern Florida will reset the offense. Kordic trying to get it to Camargo, and here's a foul call. Eastern Florida will set this up. Haley Cook will key it away. Here's the kick, Shaw waiting. She flicks it into the top of the box. Ball still loose. Shaw trying to control it. She goes down, and another foul call. Then now Eastern Florida will be in business near the top of the box. Shaw drawing that foul. Goes against Pima. If I remember correctly, Shaw connected in that Spartanburg Methodist win on a free kick near the top of the box as well. It's Shaw and Paula Estida-Zaran. A wall in front of them. Paula will take it. Her shot just above the crossbar. Eastern Florida, 1-0 lead. 25.5 minutes to go in the first half. We thank you for joining us on NJCAA TV. Our coverage of the NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships continues with game 12 of the tournament, 4 of the day here on Wednesday. I'm Nick Grunowitz. It's been a spectacular day of soccer. We've seen 3 teams punch their tickets to semifinal Sunday. Tell you about them as this game continues. Ball sent to the far side. Eastern Florida controls. Little run here for the Titans. Into the middle of the pitch. This is Astida Zaran. She's harassed. They knock it back over to the near side with Haley Cook. Keyed in. Julia Hernandez looking for some help, has it deflected, and Pima controls. The Aztecs came out firing in this half. The first 3 shots of the game were from the Aztecs. But since then, Eastern Florida has been able to take control. Ramsey. This is Bales looking for Shaw at the top of the box. She tries to key that one up and sends it well high. Substitution for Jeff Carr. And Eastern Florida, Abby Camargo will come out and Nicole Broderick will check in. And here's Sanchez. Another short kick, and Eastern Florida will take possession on the far side. Falling down for the Titans is Camargo. The turf monster got her, and Pima able to retake control. Going down there was Serena Delgado make that. And once again, Eastern Florida trying to flip the script, though, after that big collision and a foul called. This will go against the Titans. We want to remind you, Select Sports is proud to be the official match ball of the National Junior College Athletic Association. Select Super FIFA Match Ball is used exclusively at all NJCAA soccer championships. Select Sport, inspired by history, but designed for the future. That's Select Sport. Super FIFA Match Ball on the foot of Helen Ramsey of Eastern Florida, sent to the far side. It's out the touch line. Audrey Bone couldn't quite catch up with it, and a substitution for Pima. Into the ball game is Devin Hunley, one of the main goal scorers for this Aztecs team, 15 this year. Ball on the left side of the box. Eastern Florida, that's Hunley there immediately, fighting for it. Cleared out. And taken away from behind by Broderick. Shaw collects. Long ball, they're looking for Cassidy Davis. To the near side. That one knocked out the near sideline. Pima couldn't quite find a way to get it in. That was Maria Delgadillo. Pima will get its first corner kick of the game. Brandy Park will handle it. 1-0 Eastern Florida. Aztecs looking for the equalizer. This ball lofted up off the top of the goal. And Steph Barreras will have the goal kick for the Titans. Park just a little bit too much on that one. This our 3rd game, make it 4th of the day. Barreras sends it to the near side. We appreciate you joining us on our coverage. We've already seen Butler, Iowa Central, and Tyler punch their tickets. Let's go back to that last corner kick. Park, it was an in-swinger. It just in-swung too much. Brianna Camargo, Paula Astida-Zaran. Broderick trying for a little back touch there to slide through the protection. Couldn't do it. Bales over to Bone. To Bales again. Make that Shaw. Here is Bales. Changing the point of attack back to the middle of the pitch. Bales trying to key it in there. Couldn't do it. And it ends up with Pima. Long run here. This one dumped in. They're looking for Shelton or Delgadillo. Joe. And Steph Barreras will clear it out this near side. We've seen 12 teams, 12 make it 13 goalkeepers actually. 14 if you caught if you count another backup after injury, but I have not seen a goalkeeper come out as far as Steph Barreras does. We've already seen it almost land her in trouble. There, she's able to clear that ball away. Ball at the top. This is Ucardas looking to that far side for Hunley. She's ruled off sides. That's Aguirre. Under 20 minutes to go, 19 and a half in the first half. Eastern Florida State leads 1-0. The only goal of the game from Julia Hernandez, her 25th of the year. Third of the tournament, had a pair against Spartanburg Methodist. Here's Ramsey. Back once again to Barreras. Probably the most active goalkeeper in the tournament. Long run here. Lost away to Pima. Ramsey tries to recollect it. It's a long run for her. They leave back to Barreras again, and she's going to clear this one forward. Paula flicks it ahead. Astida Zaran. Here's Ucardas. That one out the sideline. It'll be Eastern Florida possession. Toss in again. This one knocked away. Brandy Park sends it out the far sideline. A substitution for each team. Pima sending in Gentry McPherson. Brianna Camargo will take a seat for Eastern Florida in her sister Abby Camargo. Here's Abby Camargo. Her shot. Diving Sanchez. It just rolls by the upright. The post, that is. Daniela Sanchez making the dive there. That one wide of the goal. Abby Camargo coming off that bench was almost quick to score. Doing their own microwave impression. Look at this. Nice shot. Rolls just by for Sanchez. Nice back touch here. Abby Camargo again looking for a chance. Pima able to clear it away right to Bunny Shaw. Far side, Nicole Broderick. One Jamaican product to another. Back up to the top. Julia Hernandez looking for her second goal of the night, and that one well wide. Under 17 minutes left in the first half, 1-0 Eastern Florida. 8th-seeded Pima hanging in there with the top overall seed in this tournament. In fact, they were the aggressors early. Came out, tested Steph Barreras just a bit, but Eastern Florida taking control of this game. Ball out, Ramsey will knock this one ahead. Flick to the middle of the pitch. To the near side, this is Delgadillo. Pima controls. Devin Hunley knocked down by Khadijah Shaw. This ahead to Julia Hernandez. Once again alone, times that run well. Weaving her way across the top of the box, was looking for Astida Zaran. Now an extra touch to Shaw. Her shot, this one, off the crossbar. Did it go in? No. Followed in. Sanchez able to jump on top of it. Shaw put a charge into it just over the top of Sanchez's arm, and it hit the crossbar, did not go in. Delgadillo looking to answer for Pima. Jay Bales knocking her off the ball. O'Connell looking to send it to the far side there. 15-20 left in the first half. Eastern Florida, they've had a few rattle out on them. This could easily be a 2 or 3-0 ball game at this point in time. Let's take a look at that Khadijah Shaw shot once again. Sent out, and Bunny right off the top of the crossbar. And then Astida Zaran almost followed that one in, but Sanchez able to get up and jump on that one. Ball played here. Delgadillo a chance. Barreras coming out. Nice slide tackle in the box and well played move by Kordic there to redirect it. Delgadillo goes down. And it's a corner kick for Pima. Their second of the game. You look to the semifinals on Friday. If Eastern Florida advances, they'll play Monroe. We'll see the other matchup in the nightcap of Butler and Iowa Central, the 4-3 matchup. Brandy Park will send it short to the near side here. This one keyed into the top of the box. Eastern Florida deflects this ball out. Collision in the middle of the field. Brianna Camargo, make it Abby Camargo. Colliding with Maury Ucardes. Let's take a look at this one again. They run right into each other. Abby on her way off the pitch. She picks up the yellow card. Her sister, Brianna, into the game. So free kick coming for Pima. Brandy Park to do it. Ball sent, Barreras on her way up. That one hits the post. Ball loose, Barreras able to deflect it out the end line. Park almost found the top corner and the equalizer for this game. That one rattled the whole goal. Pima will have its third corner kick after that. What a shot by Park from well outside the box. Look at this one. Just rattles the entire goal frame. And the header by Ramsey almost sent back in as well. They're looking for Hunley. This rolls out the back of the box. Broderick fighting for it. She's going to keep this one in bounds. Look out, Nicole Broderick grabbed from behind. O'Connell will get a yellow card for that, no doubt. That might have been the smartest yellow card she could have played there, though, because Nicole Broderick is very fast. If she would have gotten a step there, it could have been off to the races. May have been one or two out in front of her, but in the open field, Broderick is dangerous. Shaw flicks it ahead. Bunny with it now. Brianna Camargo sends it out there. Make that Julia Hernandez. McPherson for Pima, trying to settle it. Back to the near side. This one gets by Maria Mata. And out the near sideline, Kordic will toss it in. Haley Cook. Astida Zaran, Kordic. Looking to set the table, sends this one ahead. Nicole Broderick, look out to the left side of the box, and a nice slide tackle there by Brandy Park to break that one up. I gave you the scenario if Eastern Florida were to advance. Up 1-0 here with 11:33 to go in the first half. Kordic, Shaw, looking to tee it up. Already had one off the crossbar. This shot sneaks inside the left post. It's 2-0. Titans. Khadijah Shaw scores from the top of the box with 11:25 to go in the first half. her 10th goal of the year. Let's look at it again. Just inside the line, little hesitation, gets a step, and lets it fly. That one went through the legs of the defender who tried to slide that one out. 2-0 Titans. Shaw, as I said, 10th goal of the year. Now 4 members of Eastern Florida State in double figures, goal-wise. Comes Paula Estidazaran. Set ahead, Brianna Camargo. One touch back to Camargo. This one to Broderick. She slips it towards Sanchez, who's able to pick it up. Under 11 minutes left. Here in the first half, let's take another look at this goal from Shaw. Just sneaks it inside that upright. Ucardes sliding there, had it go between her legs. And Shaw able to finish there. Number 10 on the year, as I mentioned, and Eastern Florida State has scored 9 goals in the first 100 minutes of soccer here. A little more than that. In the first game and a half, we'll call it. Substitution here for Eastern Florida. Broderick's going to come off. Back in, Abby Camargo. Abby left after the yellow card. Now comes back in. Under 10 minutes left. Kordick will toss this ball in. Ball bounced in there. We'll call that a handball on Shaw. Camargo. Brianna sends it over to the far side. Look ahead. Towards the end line. Bales attacking it. Ball popped up in the air. Brianna Camargo looking to try to send it in. This deflected off one of the Aztecs. Eastern Florida State will have a corner kick, their second of the game. Substitution for Eastern Florida. Rosalina Lindo checking in. Jay Bales will sit down for the Titans. Corner kick for Eastern Florida. High lofter, out near the top. This ball headed and out the back of the box. Out the touchline, goal kick for Sanchez. A pair of goals for the Titans in the first half. One from Julia Hernandez. The other from Bunny Shaw. Alyssa O'Connell will kick this one away. McPherson trying to make a play on it. Played back to Kordick. Cook. As I said, if Eastern Florida does advance to the semifinals on Friday, they would play Monroe, the 7 seed, upset the 2 seed Tyler. Lindo sends it to the far side. Butler would then play Iowa Central. Into the middle of the pitch. A chance here, left-footed shot, Sanchez on top of it. That was Paula Estidazaran that pulled the trigger there, looking for her 4th goal of the tournament. Had a hat trick against Spartanburg Methodist. Here comes Pima. Shaw. A little too aggressive there. Let's take a look at the try from Paula again here. And Estidazaran keys it up. Sanchez right on top of it. Pima were to advance, rally from this 2-0 deficit, Pima would then play third-seeded Iowa Central on Friday as Cassidy Davis checks in. Butler would play Monroe. Shaw on the attack. They're looking for Hernandez. They find her on the near side. This is Brianna Camargo centering it in. Shaw there, but it's turned out by Pima. Abby Camargo looking to chase it down. Delgadillo sends it to the middle of the field. Aztecs looking to cut the deficit in half. Ramsey able to regain control for the Titans. 5.5 minutes to go, first half, 2-0 Titans. Brianna Camargo looking to circle back out. Sends this one to the near side. This out of bounds. That was Haley Cook. A little too much on that one. O'Connell to toss it in. Pima looking long. Delgadillo chasing. This one deflected off of her and out the near sideline. Eastern Florida State will throw it in. Corditt will toss it in. Abby Camargo trying to send it over to a teammate. It's taken away. This is Hunley. Has it deflected. Ramsey sending it long out there where they have Paula Estidazaran, but they couldn't find her. Header by Pima in midfield. Ball sent long. Here's Delgadillo. She's onside. It's going to try to turn the corner here. A chance for the Aztecs. This one centered, and Badetis jumps on top of it. Steph able to get on that one and once again stop the Pima attack. Abby Camargo directing traffic. Gets it to Helen Ramsey. 3.5 minutes left in the first half. 2-0. Eastern Florida State. They're looking for a little more here. To the middle of the pitch. Fed in to Estidazaran. Touched. Brianna Camargo. Going to turn the corner. Working on Mata there. This to Khadijah Shaw. In the middle of the pitch. At the top. This shot deflected. Loose in the box for a moment. And it's sent back out. Rosalina Lindo sending that one in now. Here's a booming kick. That goes out the back line. Let's go back to the last chance for the Aztecs. Delgadillo looking to center this one, and Barreras jumps on it. Running towards the goal, Gentry McPherson may have had a chance to make a play on that if Steph didn't come out and jump on top of it. Abby Camargo sent back in. Good touch. This is Lindo. Her shot wide again. She's been active in there. Rosalina Lindo, the sophomore from Jacksonville, went to Mandarin High School. Make it Florida Mandarin High School. 2-minute mark, first half. 2-0 Eastern Florida State. Sent in. Denied back out by Pima. Aztecs will look to go on the attack. Hunley Had it roll away for a moment, sent to the near sideline. Brandy Park. Back to Hunley, middle of the pitch. Hunley trying to work against Bunny Shaw here, is having a hard time getting around the speedy Eastern Florida State forward. Played back to Barreras. She's going to kill a little bit of clock here and pick it up. McPherson adding some pressure. Little over a minute left. Rosalinda Lindo, that is. This kick back on the near side, out of bounds.
1 minute left.
Alyssa O'Connell.
1 minute.
McPherson controls. Shaw takes it away. That one out of bounds, under a minute left. Eastern Florida State, defensive early. Pima had a couple of chances. The Titans steadied themselves and have taken a 2-0 lead. 30 seconds to go first half. Winner advances to the semifinals. Here comes Pima with 15 seconds to go. Sending this one long on the backside. Delgadillo, her shot. Barreras knocking it down. Delgadillo holds on. 8 seconds, sent out. Here's the kick. Rainbow shot. This one, McPherson waiting. And it's going to bounce. And that'll bring us to the end of our first half. It ends in a flurry. But a 2-0 lead for Eastern Florida State College after 45 minutes. Halftime coverage coming up in just a moment. You're watching the NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships on NJCAA TV.
This is where we're building the future. This is where we meet the challenge, where leaders emerge and careers take flight. This is where you discover new opportunities. Choose to stand where excellence lives, where titans rise. Eastern Florida State College.
Recently, the Eastern Florida State College women's basketball team held its media day to kick off the new season. Third-year head coach Jim Grimes looks to build upon last season's success.
Well, going to the state tournament last year was a big accomplishment for our program. It had been many years since we were able to do that. Really, the best thing about it was the experience that we were able to gain. So the returning players have already been where we want to be this year, and so that's going to really help us moving forward. As far as our expectations for this season, they're similar to what they were going into last season. You know, we want to have steady improvement. I want to see daily development in the team, and hopefully we can do even more than we did last season. Well, I've been very pleased with how the team has come together. Our chemistry seems to be good. I think this summer really helped us. We didn't have that in past years. We spent a lot of time together this summer, so I think we're far ahead in terms of our chemistry.
Well, we're going to bring a lot of energy this year, a lot more athleticism. It's going to be fun to watch us play. We got a lot of shooters, Emma, Paola. We have Trudy Walker and Kenya coming in, pushing the pace. It's going to be exciting to watch us play this year.
We're very athletic compared to last year. Like, we can go, there's a lot, last year we couldn't go full court. This year we can go full court D and everything with no problem. Like, very athletic team.
My expectations are pretty high. I'm very excited. I'm very blessed to be here. It's a great opportunity for me to play for Eastern Florida. It's a great program. I'm really excited to be here. It's a great school, great teammates, great professors, great athletic program. So I'm really excited, and my expectations and hopes are high. I think we're gonna focus on what we need to do, and I think we're gonna do it.
Admission is free, so check the college website for the next home game and come out and support your Titans.
They're going to see a team that plays really hard. They're going to see a team that cares about each other. They're going to play together. And hopefully they're going to see a team that makes really good decisions.
Well, I would tell you, you think last year was something? Wait till you see this team.
Titan Madness was in the air as the annual event launched the 2015-2016 season for the men's and women's Titans basketball teams. The night began with a skills competition, pitting Titans players against one another in a display of sharpshooting from all over the court. Then it was nothing but net for the men and women as they showed off their shooting prowess in the three-point shooting contest. The Titans men and women then took to the court to face off in the co-ed scrimmage. Finally, the high-flying Titans dazzled the crowd with gravity-defying jams in the crowd favorite dunk contest. This year, the talented men's team looks to continue its success behind three-time reigning FCSAA Southern Conference Coach of the Year, Jeremy Schulman. Coach Jim Grimes leads the Lady Titans team as they look to repeat as FCSAA Southern Conference champs. Admission to all Titans games is free, so check the schedule for the next home game and come out and support your Titans.
We've reached halftime of our fourth and final game on day 3 here. Moving Wednesday is what we've dubbed it. The winner of this game moves on to the semifinals on Friday, and the top overall seed, the host team, Eastern Florida State, holds a 2-0 advantage over the 8 seed Pima after the first 45 minutes. Hello and welcome back into the broadcast. Halftime here in Melbourne, Florida. Thanks for joining us on NJCAA TV, our coverage of the NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships. Nick Grunowitz here off the east coast of the Sunshine State. The first 45 minutes tilted to one side quite a bit. It was Eastern Florida State. And for the Titans, early, it was missed opportunities on a free kick there. The Titans unable to come up with anything, and then Khadijah Shaw were about 5 yards out front. This one sent in and a little bit too high. Paula with that shot there, make it. And then Julia Hernandez strikes first. The Spaniard, top shelf over the top of Daniela Sanchez, her 25th goal of the year. 12th straight game with at least one goal, third of the tournament. And Julia happy there. Her team a 1-0 lead. And Eastern Florida State with the advantage now. Another chance here. Shaw goes high off the crossbar. Astida Sedan trying to handle it. They couldn't do it. Shaw, if you don't succeed, try again. Finds the back of the net that time. Sneaks it inside the left post to make it 2-0. Eastern Florida State. And that's where we remain after 45 minutes of soccer. You see Jeff Carr there. That man would look nervous with a 10-0 lead. His team perfect this season. Carr in his 6th year wants a national championship. His team 45 minutes away from advancing to Friday's semifinal. And I mentioned the 2 goals coming from Julia Hernandez, her 25th. Khadijah Shaw, her 10th on the year. Now 4 players for Eastern Florida State in double-digit goal scoring, led, of course, by Paula Astida Sedan, who has 28. That's a school record. She had 3 in that win over Spartanburg Methodist on Monday. And this Eastern Florida State team in the driver's seat right now as they lead it 2-0 after the first 45 minutes of play. As I mentioned, if the Titans can advance and get a victory, they would play on Friday at the 5 o'clock set, and they would play Monroe, who upset Tyler earlier today, to move on to the semifinals on Friday. For Pima, early on, this was the surprise. Pima came out like Hagler Hearns. They were taking a couple of swings at the top overall team in this tournament. They had 3 early shots. They started to pressure Steph Bodetis a little bit. In fact, had a shot just go over the top of the goal that could have easily given the Aztecs an early 1-0 lead, but Pima came up empty, and from there, Eastern Florida stepped down on the gas pedal. They really put it to the Aztecs for a majority of the latter part of that second half, and Eastern Florida able to pick up the 2 goals there as well. And from the highlights you saw, this could easily be, a 3-0, 4-0, 5-0 game for the Titans. The ball just hasn't quite bounced their way. On the other side for Pima, they've been unable to get the ball to Devin Hundley. She scored 15 goals this year. It's been really Callan Shelton who had a pair in the win against Spartanburg Methodist that has had a couple of opportunities, as well as Maria Delgadillo on a couple of long runs for Pima, but they have come out empty. We've seen Steph Barreras come out from between the pipes, flirted with that a bit. It almost came back to bite her, but also she's made a couple of very nice saves in order to keep the shutout in line for this Eastern Florida State College Titans team that are 15-0, looking to stay undefeated and move to 16-0 if they can hold on for the final 45 minutes. But 1 half in the books here from Melbourne, Florida. It shows the top overall seed in this tournament up 2-0 over Pima. Plenty more action to go. Who will move on to the semifinals? Will it be the 8-seeded Aztecs or the top-seeded Titans? We'll find out next here. Second half action coming up in just a moment from Melbourne, Florida. You're watching the NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships live from Melbourne on NJCAA TV.
Titan Madness was in the air as the annual event launched the 2015-2016 season for the men's and women's Titans basketball teams. The night began with a skills competition, pitting Titans players against one another in a display of sharpshooting from all over the court. Then it was nothing but net for the men and women as they showed off their shooting prowess in the three-point shooting contest. The Titans men and women then took to the court to face off in the co-ed scrimmage. Finally, the high-flying Titans dazzled the crowd with gravity-defying jams in the crowd-favorite dunk contest. This year, the talented men's team looks to continue its success behind 3-time reigning FCSAA Southern Conference Coach of the Year, Jeremy Schulman. Coach Jim Grimes leads the Lady Titans team as they look to repeat as FCSAA Southern Conference champs. Admission to all Titans games is free, so check the schedule for the next home game and come out and support your Titans.
Eastern Florida State College. This is where you discover new opportunities, where you pursue your dreams, and careers take flight. Apply now for new bachelor and associate degree programs in business, healthcare, computer technology, and other growing fields. Eastern Florida, where Titans rise. Apply today.
Recently, the Eastern Florida State College men's golf team held its 2015 Fall Media Day. Head coach Jamie Howell will need to prepare his players for an ambitious fall schedule that sets the stage for the spring championship season.
Your fall season just gives you an idea of who you are. Here's what we're capable of doing, here's where we need to improve, and then you make sure you don't try to do things you're not capable of at this time. So the big issue for me is just letting things play themselves out. Literally have the guys prepare and go play at each event and see how we do. You're not going to win if you don't have talent, and even more, you need some chemistry to go with it. So you're looking for guys that are going to fit together. I don't expect them to be best friends forever, but I expect them all to be on the same page, and if we all strive for the same goals, we'll do just fine, even filling those slots every year.
I see a positive being that we are young, but we're eager to build up on experience, eager to build up on being in the heat of the moment like last year. But it's going to be tough, and the positives we have is that Nationals is home. It's not traveling anywhere, and we're going to feel a little more comfortable being around, Brevard County instead of traveling to Kansas or Texas.
Well, I've heard obviously a lot about this program. Obviously, they've got a great history, and obviously being in America, it's great weather, and I feel like coming over here, I'll be able to excel in my game and compete with great players. We have some good sophomores in the team, very good, and if I can learn of what they've done over the last year, it might help me in the next few months developing as a golfer.
Sometimes you feel a little target on your back when you go to tournaments, but like golf is, you can't expect anything. Anybody can win on any given day, and I think that's going to be one of the things we're going to have to learn this year is we've lost a couple players that really helped us last year, but we're going to be replacing them this year with some good freshmen.
So check out the Eastern Florida State College website and come out and support your Titans.
We're going to try to repeat or if not do better. I mean, the goal is always to win, regardless. I didn't come here to get second place, and I don't think any of the guys did either.
We're ready for second half action in Melbourne, Florida. Top overall seed Eastern Florida State leads 8 seed Pima 2-0 at the end of the first 45 minutes. Hello and welcome back into the broadcast live from the Titans Soccer Complex in Melbourne, Florida. It's the NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships on NJCAA TV. Nick Runowitz here for you. We do appreciate you joining and tuning in to our broadcast. First 45 minutes dominated by Eastern Florida State. They scored the 2 goals and had a couple more missed opportunities. This one could easily be 4 or 5-0 Titans. After an initial push from the Aztecs, they had the first 3 shots on goal, but after that, it was pretty much all Titans. Winner of this match will advance to the semifinals. On Friday, 3 of the 4 tickets punched already for Friday's matchup. The only question is who's going to be that 4th one, Pima or Eastern Florida State, that is. We've already seen Butler, Iowa Central, and Monroe move on. Tyler upset the 2 seed by the 7-seeded Monroe team. Also the defending national champion, so we'll see Eastern Florida look to stop that title defense of Monroe if the Titans can hold on for another 43 minutes and 48 seconds. And here comes Pima, and pushed to the ground on the near side. Is Aguirre. She'll toss it in. Aguirre. Her shot. Gonna roll out the touchline. The 2 goals in the first half for Eastern Florida State by Julia Hernandez, her 25th of the year. Bunny Shaw, Khadijah, her given name. They call her Bunny here. Picked up her 10th goal of the year. Abby Camargo. A little bit of room to roam for the sophomore. This one taken away. Brandy Park sent ahead. Long run here for Pima. Looking to turn the corner. This shot well wide for the Aztecs. That one from Callan Shelton. pair of goals in that win over Spartanburg Methodist. She's had most of the opportunity for this Aztecs team on a play similar to what you just saw there. So Steph Paredes to kick this one away. Eastern Florida State entering this game 15-0. Pima 20-1. Abby Camargo sends it ahead. The header by Hernandez comes out the near sideline. She's upended. This is a throw-in for Pima. No. They'll call it a foul there as Hernandez tried to steer it in. And Abby Camargo will key it back to start play. Rain beginning to fall at the Titan Soccer Complex has some of the fans headed for cover. They'll play on here. A heavy wind continues to blow, and Daniela Sanchez picks it up. Well, we had some rain earlier today before the start of our first game of the day. I've been talking about it pretty much throughout our first three broadcasts. Perhaps I was the one that jinxed us, saying how nice it was that we made it without rain today, about a half hour before Darton State Butler. The skies opened up and cleared out. Ball played ahead for Pima. Barreras controls it. Sent to the near side. This will be picked up by Pima. That's Bales. Camargo misplayed it. Abby did. Out the near sideline. Aguirre to toss it in for the Aztecs. 50-50 ball. We have a foul called. Quite a heavy rain coming down now. Brandy Park will have a free kick here just in front of the sideline. With the wind to her back, some dangerous territory as this wind continues to blow heavily and the rain falls. Long kick out, and Barreras there will have a goal kick. Under 40 minutes left in this second half. 2-0 Eastern Florida State. Pima looking to rally, make it back to the semifinals. This team making it back into contention in the tournament for the first time in a while. 2007, this team finished third under Kendra Valise, who's in her 15th season. Ball sent up the far sideline. This one controlled by the Aztecs, Julia Hernandez. Knifing into the right side, centers this. It's turned away by the defense. And back out for Pima. Delgadillo sends it back forward, and Eastern Florida will recollect. Here's Bunny Shaw, already a goal in her back pocket, sending it to Brianna Camargo. Here's Hernandez. Dangerous territory here for the Titans. This one directed to the middle. Astida Zaran sends it in, and it's 3-0 Eastern Florida State. 29th goal of the year for Paula Astida Zaran, her fourth of the tournament. And the Titans are up big, 3-0 with 38:53 to go in the second half. The crowd chanting here for this Eastern Florida team. The rain falling, not cooling off this Titans team. Let's take a look at it one more time. Hernandez waiting. Knows she has Astida Zaran on the net run, and by the time Sanchez made a play on it, it was too late. As this heavy rain falls, look at it come down. This one really heavy. They call the rain the great equalizer in this sport, but when you're down 3-0 for Pima, it's going to be difficult to rally here. Played ahead for Astida Zaran. Turned away by the Pima defense. Here's Devin Hunley. Sent up ahead. That ball skips, slides, and skews its way towards that back line. That goal from Astida Zeran, so nice. Let's look at it another time. Here's Hernandez. Nice little center look at the last moment, and the left foot of the Spaniard puts it in the back of the net. 29th this year. For the girl from San Sebastian, Spain, that continues to set the school record for goals, 29. Julia Hernandez picking up the assist there. Kordic will send it back to this near side. Park looking to center it. It's headed away by Eastern Florida and played up out in front. Nice one touch here, Abby Camargo. Nifty little move, able to work it back to the middle of the pitch to Jay Bales. Sent out to that far side, Brianna Camargo. Looking for Khadijah Shaw. She has it, trying to muscle her way through. Has it blocked back out. The assist for Julia Hernandez, her 13th of the year. Here's Bales. Abby Camargo will leave it back. Some unsteady turf out there. Serena Delgado almost went down. Julia Hernandez. Abby Camargo fighting here. Little tussle on the right side of the box. A foul called. This will be a possession for Eastern Florida State. That foul on Destiny Jones of Pima. Locking arms with Abby Camargo there, trying to hold on and keep up. So Paula Astira-Zaran will handle this free kick. Wall of two in front of her. Here it comes. Big bender. Left out the back side. Bunny Shaw had a shot at it. And Pima will take control. A little over 36 minutes left in the second half. Winner to the semifinals. If Eastern Florida holds on, they'll play Monroe tomorrow. Make it Friday. Tomorrow is Thursday, I'm told. These games all starting to run together after 3 days and 12 games of soccer. A day off tomorrow for this tournament. Toss in for Eastern Florida State. You look to that semifinal matchup of the defending champion, and of course, if this Titans team does hold on, should be an exciting one. That Monroe squad scored 5 goals in the first half of their first game, added a few more here today. And of course, the Titans have set their goal on that Saturday championship game. Jeff Carr has always made that known, that the championship has always been the goal for this season, that they know they want to be playing there on Saturday night. It's been about November 21st. And this team now 34 minutes, and then another win away if they can hold on here. Ball out the far sideline. That's Brianna Camargo out there. Toss in. Kordic will do it. Delgadillo steers that one out of bounds. For Pima, the rain will make it even more difficult for them to try to create some sort of opportunity down the field. That's Kendra Valiz in her 15th year with this Aztec squad out of Tucson, Arizona. Left back for Helen Ramsey up ahead. Jay Bales with that left knee brace. She's taken down. They say play on. Khadijah Shaw. This one's sent in. On the left side, back touch for Paula. Her shot partially blocked. Bunny Shaw trying to run it down. Some contact in the box and a foul called. This ball will go to Pima. Sierra Heredia hitting the turf. Sanchez's kick, a short one directly to Abby Camargo. Nice touch to Estida Zeran. Her shot chipped up. It's going to make it out all the way out the back over the top of the goal. Four goals in this tournament for that girl, Paula Estida Zeran. A hat trick in that win over Southern Methodist, one just a few moments ago to make it 3-0 Eastern Florida State. You look at the 1-2 goal scorers have produced 54 goals. They're looking for some more here. Shaw, her shot, Sanchez diving, and it just misses left. Bunny Shaw looking for her second goal of the game. Would have been third of the tournament. Let's take a look at this one, teed up for the product from Jamaica. Julia Hernandez waiting, just set up nicely. Unfortunately, she couldn't steer it in. Bounding ball controlled by Pima. Right back to the middle of the pitch. This is Bales, left off for Estida Zeran. Here's Shaw. That one made its way by Brianna Camargo. Now she'll go hunt it down. Kordick tied up. Ball knocked off her and out of bounds. It'll go back to Pima. Well, the rain has, at the very least, let up a bit. Hard to tell if it's continuing to fall from here in the press box, but looks like it has let up a bit. At least a few moments ago, it was quite heavy. 31-20 left here in this second half. Eastern Florida State with this 3-0 lead. Abby Camargo weaving her way around the defense. It's sent up ahead. Bales, one touch. Brianna Camargo. Back touch inside near the top. Eastern Florida looking for another goal here. Sanchez dives on top of it. Kordick there that time. Was looking for her first goal of the game. Would have been her first of the season as well. The defender rarely finds herself that close to the net. Brianna Camargo leaves it ahead. That one touch, middle. Here's Abby Camargo. Leaves it back for Brianna. The two sisters working together here. This one near the back line. One touch, Hernandez there. This one sent across and out that back line. Let's take a quick look back at that Kordick opportunity on the left side. Got a step, just couldn't quite run it down before Sanchez was able to jump on it. The freshman from Tucson, Arizona. Able to stop that opportunity. Under 30 minutes left in the second half. Pima looking to rally here, the 8th seeded team. Came out aggressive, but since then, since about the first 7 minutes or so of that first half, it's been all Eastern Florida State, the top overall team in this tournament, the host team as well. Kordick. They'll play it back to Steph Barreras. Hunley running at her. Barreras will play this one long. Punched ahead. And back to the near side where Camargo is. Brianna sends it ahead. Shaw looking for Hernandez. Estida Zeran. Big collision in the middle of the field. They say play on where Hernandez controls. Turns nicely, gets around the defender. Weaving around the Aztecs to Shaw. Still looking. Center, one touch. No, it rolls out the back of the box. Sanchez came out, couldn't get a handle on it. They were looking for Paula Estida Zeran. She almost had her second goal of the match, but couldn't quite get a sneaker on it. This ball sent ahead. Long run for Shelton. And this ball out that end line as Barreras ends up down. Take a look at this last opportunity. Shaw searching, sends it in. And Aristides Aran just couldn't quite get a hand on it. A foot on it, that would be. A hand would be illegal. Brianna Camargo, make that Abby. Two sisters wear jerseys 18 and 19, Brianna and Abby. They also wear the same color sneakers just to make it a little bit more difficult for the rest of us if 18 and 19 aren't close enough. They've played very similarly this year as well, and when I say that, I mean well. 24 assists for Brianna coming in, Abby with 20. And here's another goal for Eastern Florida State. This one put in the back of the net. Khadijah Shaw, her second of the night to make it 4-0 Eastern Florida State. Let's take a look once again at this last one here. Paula Aristides Aran setting the table. Shuffles this one in just out in front of Shaw, and at this point, it's over for Sanchez. Puts it right through the 5-hole and into the back of the net. 4-0 Titans. They've scored 11 goals in 2 games and still 27 minutes to go in this one. For Shaw, her 3rd of the tournament, 11th of the year. The assist to Paula Aristides Aran, 22 assists to go with her 29 goals this year. Brandy Park. Aztecs find themselves down quite a bit, 4-0. With a little over 27 minutes to go. Winner to advance to the semifinals on Friday. We've only seen one upset so far. Here's another run to the right side. Hernandez wants another goal, has one already. This ball cleared out. The only upset is Monroe moving on. The 7 seed beating the 2 seed, Tyler. Long run here for Delgado. Sent in on the right side, nobody there. Cleared away by Pima. Back to where Jay Bales waits. Bales has been steady tonight. Feeds into Aristides Aran, 1 touch. They were looking for Abby Camargo. She zinged while the other zanged. Played back to Steph Paredes. Now, when the Titans got up big against Spartanburg Methodist in that first game, we saw Esmara Holmes check in, the backup goalkeeper, to Barreras. I'll be interested to see if that happens again. Sanchez coming out and booting this one away. Long ball played well by Eastern Florida State. Delgado. Shaw lost it for a moment, just enough for Brandy Park to take advantage. This one sent in. They're looking for Shelton. This ball cleared away by Eastern Florida State. Let's take a look at that Shaw goal one more time. The Spaniard, Aristides Aran, setting up the Jamaican, Khadijah Shaw. Her 2nd of the night. And a big lead for the Titans, 4-0. 25 minutes left here in the second half. Abby Camargo. Played back, 1 defender there. The Aztecs trying to push as many bodies forward to try to come up with an opportunity. A long run here. Will that ball stay in bounds? Kordick will let it. Delgadillo sends it into the box, but nothing doing there. And we have a substitution for Eastern Florida State. Nicole Broderick into the game. Bunny Shaw will take a seat with her 2 goals on the bench. Broderick, another product off the bench for Jeff Carr from Jamaica. Transferred from Navarro College here to Eastern Florida State. Played on the Jamaican under-16 and under-17 women's national teams. And Barreras, as I mentioned in the first half, from right down the road from this Pima team, from Tucson, Barreras from Phoenix. Long run for Nicole Broderick. She's tied up, taken away by Pima. Ball sent in, they're looking for Hunley. This one skipping, Hunley on the run, diving on it, Barreras to break it up. Well played by Barreras, who came out, took an odd angle to it after that ball skipped just a bit. And Steph able to jump on top of it. Devin Hunley, who leads the Aztecs with 15 goals, was on a run. And if she was able to come away with that, it might have been an easy scoring opportunity for the Aztecs to cut into this lead. Let's take a look one more time. This feed was nicked by the Eastern Florida defender there. And you see Hunley trying to run it down, just couldn't quite get there before Barreras jumped on top of it. I want to say that was Delgado that tried to clear it out and didn't square it up quite enough. Cordic sends it in. 22:45 left in the second half. Jay Bales controls. This one cleared away by Pima. They're looking to try to create an opportunity here to score as they look to chip into this 4-0 deficit. Sent back Ramsey. Delgado. Abby Camargo. Nice look to Jay Bales. A little open real estate for the midfielder. She goes down, knocked off the ball, sent it ahead in time though for Brianna Camargo. Her shot just wide. Sanchez diving, but that one couldn't quite find the back post. Let's take a look at this one again. Sanchez having to leave her feet. It was left back for Camargo. Brianna putting a charge into it from just outside the box. Sanchez had to dive, but that one just a bit wide. Rosalina Lindo into the game. Jay Bales out for Eastern Florida State. Broderick slips on the wet turf. Ball headed out the near side. They were looking for Julia Hernandez, the Spaniard. Already a goal on the night for her. Delgado to toss it in. Titans still looking for a little more in this, and Broderick has it across the middle of the pitch. Sent back to Delgado. Broderick coming off the bench. She's fresh. Has it here again. Sends it forward to Hernandez. They're going to leave it back for Broderick. Here comes the speedy Jamaican product. Able to beat the defender. No call. She thought that was going to easily be some sort of a stoppage of play. She flips this one up, working on the touchline, getting fancy now, and Broderick knocked down. And this will be a free kick for Eastern Florida State. That was nifty there by the product out of Kingston, Jamaica. Let's take a look at this one. Broderick slow to get up as she works against the defender. Watch her flip this one up here. That's a nifty play there, very pretty, and it comes down, and then she's bumped from behind by Sierra Harita. So a free kick for Eastern Florida State. Abby Camargo to handle it on this right side. Here's the chance, played short to the top of the box, back to Camargo. She has to settle it and does. Back on the outside. Broderick looking to turn. She's upended again. They say play on. So Broderick hits the turf twice on that last play. 4-0 lead, a little over 19 minutes left, and Jeff Carr will bring in a substitute, a couple of them, as Mara Holmes into the game, the backup goaltender for the Titans, as well as Cassidy Davis, the defender for the Titans. So Barreras out, as Mara Holmes in, the sophomore from Silver Spring, Maryland. Was an All-American a season ago. And she's now between the pipes. Fans, we want to remind you that you can follow all of the action of the 2015 NJCAA Division I Women's Soccer National Championship live on NJCAA TV. Just go to www.njcaaatv.com to view live and archive video of each game. Relive all the exciting plays and great memories of this year's tournament by visiting www.njcaaatv.com. Holmes tested quickly as she comes in. Anytime we've seen a change at goaltender, that seems to happen. It's kind of like being the new guy into the baseball game. You can count on that first ball hit coming right at you, and is Mara Holmes ready for that one. 17:44 left, second half, 4-0. The lead for Eastern Florida State. Cassidy Davis trying to punch that one in, couldn't do it. Turned away by Pima. If you're just tuning into our coverage, it's 4-0 Eastern Florida State. The Titans with 3 goals in the first half. Make it 2 in the first half and 2 in the second half. A pair by Khadijah Shaw. Paula Estida-Zaran, her team leading 29th this season, came in the second half. Julia Hernandez, her 25th, came in the first half. 4-0 Titans. Winner advances to Friday's semifinal matchup. We've already seen tickets punched to that Friday dance by Butler, Iowa Central, and Monroe. The lone upset in that 4, the 7-seed Monroe, edging out the number 2 seed Tyler. Callan Shelton, her shot wide. So if Eastern Florida holds on here for the next 16.5 minutes, they will play Monroe at 5 o'clock on Friday. The other matchup, 3rd-seeded Iowa Central, 4th-seeded Butler, would be Friday night at 8 p.m. right here in Melbourne, Florida on this field. Devin Hunley looking long for Shelton again. That's off the back of the defender. Shelton driving right, cut off. Played back out to Abby Camargo. Looking ahead, Julia Hernandez. All kinds of open field for the Spaniard. Up to the left, 3 defenders around her. She beats it to the left side. Towards the touchline, her shot is wide, and Hernandez saying it was off of a Aztec. But Hernandez doesn't get the call. So Sanchez will kick this one away. Let's take a look amongst 3 defenders. Julia Hernandez moving to the left, fired this shot, and it went high. Whistle on the pass there. This will be going back to the Titans. So the 4 goals tonight, coupled with the 7 against Spartanburg Methodist, Eastern Florida State has scored the most in their 2 games, and still a little under 15 minutes to go. That's 11, the total. This Pima Aztec squad beat Spartanburg Methodist 3-1, the other team in this Pool A, to advance to this game, or to be in a position to advance if they won here before this game tonight. Up at the top, good touch left side. Sanchez coming in, interrupts it. Goalie down, here's a kick, this one wide. Another collision. Sanchez coming back out. Camargo hitting the deck. Bunny Shaw back in. And Paula Estida-Zaran will take a seat. A goal tonight, 29 on the year for her. She's out. Khadijah Shaw back in. And immediately sends a header back towards the offensive side. Pima recollects. Long run here for the Titans. Played back to Ismara Holmes, who's in relief of Steph Barreras. This one a takeaway for Pima on the right side. The cross into the box. This shot just off the post. Ismara Holmes almost beat there in Eastern Florida. Perhaps a lapse of focus as the Aztecs came in, took that one away, and nearly set it up for a score. Callan Shelton setting the table there. Let's go back and take a look at this near goal. Right in and left wide to the left. That off the foot of Maria Mata. She almost had the score. Would have made it 4-1. Instead, the shutout holds. Another substitute for Eastern Florida State. Into the ball game comes Isabella Burns. Also in, the substitute for Pima, Daniela Garcia. Mata sends it to the newcomer Garcia. Looks to enter it into the box. Nothing doing there. Hannaber sends it up the near sideline. Garcia again to the far side. This one headed away near the middle of the field. Well played. Shaw trying to go over the top. She goes down and a foul called. 12-minute mark. Second half quick start for the Titans. This is Abby Camargo. To the far side, her sister Brianna. Touchback, they look ahead to Cassidy Davis. Nothing doing there. Pima's defense rejects it. And this ball out the far sideline. 11.5 minutes to go in this second half. Eastern Florida en route to punching its ticket to Friday's semifinal. Devin Hundley forcing a turnover. Sent ahead for Shelton on the long run. Make this Mata, and she can't get to it. Eastern Florida 15-0, looking for its 16th straight win. And Jeff Carr there, still speaking to his team. November 21st has always been the date. Remember hearing a story about wristbands that he put together for a few of his players that said November 21st on it. Here's a shot from Garcia. This over as Mara Holmes is headed into the back of the net. Garcia enters late into this game and finds a goal. It's 4-1. Pima on the board. Daniela Garcia came in as a replacement about 2 minutes ago, and this ball off a deflection. Garcia ends up with it, turns, catches Esmara Holmes off guard, and it ends up over the head of the Titans' sophomore goalkeeper to make it 4-1. Daniela Garcia, her third goal of the season, and Shaw back out in transition, gets it to Camargo, played back. Titans continuing to push. This is Shaw, her shot, wide. But I mentioned those wristbands that Jeff Carr had given his players. November 21st was the date on them, the date of that national championship game on Saturday. This team has always wanted a chance to play in that game. Offsides is the call. Isabella Burns. Her shot high. Titans team have won 15 straight games, trying to make it 16 en route to playing on Saturday. They would need one more win after this. They hold a 3-goal lead with 9.5 minutes to go. Still a lot of time for this Aztec squad. They need to get started quickly. Garcia there trying to put some pressure on, and it's lost out of bounds by Delgado. Mata, Delgado on the give and go back to Mata, and Delgado got a piece of it, but a header for Pima. And one will take a bound over the top of Garcia. And this ball controlled by Pima. Sent ahead, they're looking for Maria Mata, couldn't get it to her. And it's sent out of bounds by Eastern Florida. Hunley looking at the top of the box, had it deflected by Shaw, but it's regained by the Aztecs. One out. Cassidy Davis in transition, trying to send it to the near side. This ball, after a collision, ruled a foul on Isabella Burns. So we'll have a free kick here for Pima. We want to remind you, you can keep up with the latest news and updates regarding NJCAA soccer by visiting the official website of the National Junior College Athletic Association at www.njcaa.org. 7.5 minutes left in this one. Played over to the far side. Eastern Florida looking for some more. Pima's defense able to stave off that attack. Little over 7 minutes to go. Sent ahead. And Asmara Holmes is going to let this ball roll. She's going to try to play as much clock off as she can, and Devin Hunley realizes it. The free run towards the goalkeeper will end as it always does, with Asmara Holmes picking it up. Playing a little keep away there. One touch on the right, sent back center. Shaw to the far side. This is Davis looking for a little bit of room. Sent back out by Pima. Devin Hunley having a hard time on the near sideline here, trying to catch her breath after that last exchange. Ball sent in. Camargo from up high, her shot. Sanchez knocking it away. That ball will roll out the touchline. And Eastern Florida will have its third corner kick of the game. An absolute seed there off the foot of Camargo. Let's watch this one again. That ball sent out. And Sanchez had to make that play. That ball would have went in if she had not dove and knocked it down. Third corner kick of the game for Eastern Florida State. Both teams have had 3. Brianna Camargo will do it. Her kick into the center of the box, cleared away by Pima in a long run to the near side for Eastern Florida State. Back into the center of the field. Out to Brianna Camargo. Back to Asmara Holmes. To Ramsey. Under a little bit of pressure from Garcia. They play it back to the near sideline with Delgado. And she'll kick it out to Holmes, who waits for it. Free runner at her. And Holmes will play it right out to Garcia now. A little bit of trouble here. Garcia's shot. Holmes will make the catch. as Mara may not have seen her as she sent it back towards Serena Delgado, and Daniela Garcia had an opportunity there to cut what was a 4-goal deficit down to 2. 4.5 minutes left. Broderick stripped, able to regain. Trying to send it out to Khadijah Shaw, couldn't do it. This ball sent long out, and Holmes will let it roll. Another free runner coming at her. And once again, Lucy will pick up the football before Charlie Brown can get to it. That game played often late in these as Hundley runs at her. Here's Shaw. Middle of the pitch, looking to punch it in there for Nicole Broderick. Here comes the speedy Jamaican product, looking to turn the corner. Sanchez dives on the ball.
Final score from Martinsville, Virginia, Eastern Florida State College men 2, Jefferson College nothing. Eastern Florida's men advance to Friday's semifinal round.
Crowd with some cheers there as the announced victory of the men's soccer team over Jefferson, 2-0. They'll play in the semifinals on Friday. The women 3.5 minutes away from joining them as well in their tournament in that semifinal round. Mata has it roll off her foot. This should go to Eastern Florida. It does. 3 minutes left in the second half here. Long toss, head to the near side. Broderick trying to get a foot on it. Going back to that Broderick chance, Shaw put it out in front, and there was a feeling if Broderick wanted to put the gas on and try to run it down, there was plenty of time for her to do it. She's got some serious speed. Here's Shaw. Looking ahead for Broderick this time. Controls up high, looking to toss it in. This one controlled. Here's a shot. This ball just high. Off the foot of Isabella Burns, the freshman from Southwick, Massachusetts. And a whistle away from the ball. They'll give it to Sanchez for the goal kick. Let's take a look at this one. That last shot there from Burns, played in, had to get rid of it quickly, and she just sent it high. Long ball here. This is a long run for Shelton. Gets an angle on it. Shelton surveying, trying to turn the corner. Under 2 minutes to go. Sends this ball in. Hundley couldn't quite reach it. That ball out the touchline, and Ismara Holmes will have a goal kick. Holmes will boot this one away. Little over a minute left. Titans closing in on heading to the semifinals of the 2015 NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships.
1 minute left in the match. 1 minute.
As we hit the final 60 seconds here. Played back to Ismara Holmes. Sends it to the near side. This ball deflected. Garcia sends it into the box, and it's sent out. A little over 30 seconds left, and a player down for Pima. I believe that's Hundley who's down. She's been laboring for the last couple of moments. And it is Hundley. She just looks exhausted. Been running all over the pitch this evening. Leads the team with 15 goals, has come up empty today in what will be a loss for this Pima team, sending them home back to Tucson, Arizona. Brandy Park taken away. Here comes Nicole Broderick. 17 seconds to go. Shaw run off the ball. She controls on the break. This ball sent ahead and out the near side. And that should take us to the end of the second half as fans begin to get up and depart the Titan Soccer Complex. Fans celebrating 4-1 our final. Eastern Florida State gets the victory. They eliminate Pima and advance to Friday's semifinal. 4 goals for the Titans. Paula Estida-Zaran, Julia Hernandez each get 1 apair for the Jamaican Khadijah Shaw. It sets up a very entertaining matchup for Friday. The top overall seed Titans will take on the 7 seed Monroe in the first semifinal. The second semifinal, the 3-4 matchup. Iowa Central will take on Butler. The winner of those 2 games, you guessed it, will play in the championship on Saturday. That'll bring us to the end of our broadcast. Thank you for joining us here today. From Melbourne, Florida, I'm Nick Grunowitz. You're watching the NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships on NJCAA TV. Have a good night.